What's up, Chuggernauts? Welcome in. It's the Gridiron Chuggers. We are back. We've got my boy Juke and Josh in the building.
What's up?
Lock it in, Lando. Back at it.
Yes, sir.
And your boy Big Flex X. We are on to the conference championship round. But the divisional round, man, what a heartbreaker for the Dallas Cowboys fans here in the DFW.
Wow.
Man.
Oh, man. It's all right, though. We got some drinks for us tonight to help us cope with that horrible loss that the Cowboys took. We are sipping on the touchdown punch, baby.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah. You know, a little bit of Sprite, a little bit of seltzer, some Prosecco.
Ooh.
Get some vodka in there. What's this word again?
Carousel.
The blue carousel. And some lemon. But I got it right here, so we're going to try that bad boy out.
It's time to take our first sip here of this touchdown punch that Juju Smith-Schuster couldn't drink last week.
She's tough.
That was a heartbreaker. I think he could have got it if Patty was there, though.
Well, Travis Kelce had two of them, and one was with Chad Henne.
Yeah, hey.
This drink's for you, Travis.
Dude, shout out Chad Henne. How long has he been in the league? But
forever.
Literally.
How is that their backup? Like, no offense to him, but how is that their backup?
Hey, he got the job done. You know what else got the job done? This drink we're sipping on right now.
Ooh.
Not too bad, bro. It's pretty fruity to me. You know, it tastes really good. So I'm enjoying it. Lando, how you feeling about it?
You know, it's nice. It's kind of sweet, but it's pretty islandy, pretty Hawaiian punch vibes for me. So it's pretty smooth. I'm sipping on it. I'm ready to chug this thing.
I kind of wish you had that oceanside background that you normally have on here.
That would be perfect, but I'm a gridiron chugger.
Hell yeah. But we got a lot for you guys today. Lando, go ahead and let us know what's in store for us today.
Wow, we got the divisional round recap. We're going to go over these games and how crazy they were. A lot of bets that didn't hit, a lot of bets that did hit. We got the rookie rankings. We had some monsters go off this year, and it was their first year in the league. So we're going to rank them for you and see where we're going to draft them. We also got the top 10 wide receiver duos in the league, along with some fourth quarter spread bets and picks of the week. So stay tuned and let's get it.
Hell yeah. Don't go anywhere. We're just getting started. If you're new to listening, make sure you guys follow and subscribe to us on YouTube and Instagram at Gridiron Chuggers. We have about 2,000 followers right now, but we're trying to reach our goal of 5K within the next couple months. So share this link, do everything. Hook us up. We're here for you. We're also on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Click the link in our bio. It'll take you straight to a winning fantasy season. But without further ado, the countdown to kickoff starts now.
So let's see. We had an amazing last week of football. The divisional round was, I think it went expected. We called these games pretty well. Tried to take the bias out of it. Obviously, we were hoping for the Cowboys. Me and Xavier were absolutely devastated walking out of that tailgate. But that wound up being probably the most saddening part of it. We had the Chiefs Jaguars start us off with a 27-20 scoreboard. Chiefs coming away with it. Patty Mahomes wound up getting injured in the second quarter. We didn't see him for the second half, but he still threw up 195 yards and 2 touchdowns. What a baller, even out for the injury.
Yeah, it was a tough game, if you ask me. I mean, I was hoping for the over on the Trevor Lawrence passing yards, bro. But Patrick Mahomes. I'm not doing it again, not this week. But Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes got injured, man. And that really set us back a little bit. But we still had a shot at the end of the game. And then Jamal Agnew fumbles it was a game time. No, I think they were down by 10. but fumbles at the 3-yard line to get the touchdown. And if that touchdown would have happened, I think we would have gone into overtime, or at least they would have had to air the ball out a little bit more. But didn't have a shot, and that kind of hoed me. So I'm a little salty about that.
Well, dude, we had the -9.5. We had the spread covered the whole game until the very end when they decided to actually have a nice drive and kick a field goal and ruin our spread. Of course, at the end of the game. Come on.
Of course. Who else but Doug Peterson?
I mean,
Who
honestly,
else,
to
man?
me, this game was just this just shows the level of discipline that the Chiefs have compared to the Jags. Jags have done phenomenally. Don't get me wrong, but it was little mistakes like drops, just messed up plays that really kept them from winning this game. I think even Trevor Lawrence doesn't throw that interception. Boom, that's a game. That is how the playoffs gets into the NFL, and that's just how it panned out.
Yeah, that interception at the end too. They still had time on the clock. They had just made a stop, and now they're driving down the field. Trevor Lawrence, doesn't he make like a really good play right before this interception on the sideline to Christian Kirk?
They had a couple nice ones.
Right?
Hey, Christian Kirk was not getting the ones down long like he was supposed to.
Yeah, but that was a little toughy, man. It kind of put him in a bad position, and it ruined the game for him. I mean, Trevor Lawrence, though, I expect a lot of big things from him moving forward. But you got to win games like this when you get a chance, especially when Patrick Mahomes goes down. Like these are the games that you had all the opportunity in the world, but you couldn't get it done. I think next year they come back and they're actually a very good team.
Yeah, they turned around that franchise. Next up was the Eagles against the Giants. Eagles come in and absolutely dominate the entire game. I didn't realize it was going to be this big of a deficit, but I think we all kind of expected the Eagles to come away with this, given Jalen Hurts and his dual threat usage, as well as the star wide receivers. I don't think we expected anything else here.
Well, dude, we had Jalen Hurts. He had 2 pass touchdowns, 1 rush touchdown. He's showing that if he would have played the whole season, he could have been the MVP. Eagles completely demolished the Giants, and they were winning on every side of the ball. I mean, you had crazy. They went like 10 for 14 on 3rd down. That's great. They also had 5 sacks on the game. You're dominant on the defensive side too. This was embarrassing. And I locked in the Eagles to win the Super Bowl as soon as I saw what they just did in that round. So this was scary, man. And the Giants, they just weren't ready for it.
Hell yeah, locking in the Eagles. That's a pretty good take right there. One thing that I want to mention was I had the over on this dang game, and we were in good shape, bro. We were in really good shape.
I took it with you, bro.
Literally, we were in great shape. The Eagles are up 28-0 at halftime. Like we're rolling. All we need is the Giants to come back a little bit, and they did that. They came out in the 3rd quarter and they put up a touchdown. We're like, okay, great, let's get it. We're about to hit, and we're still on pace in the 3rd quarter. Then it slows down and nobody scores for about 30 minutes or 20 minutes, and you're like, dude, what is going on? Finally, the Eagles get a last-second touchdown. By then, we're down by 1 touchdown, and the Giants can't finish it off. I was just salty at the fact that the Eagles slowed down, which makes sense, though, because they're up so big. But the Giants couldn't do anything at all, barely get the ball moving, couldn't get a first down. Daniel Jones looked absolutely terrible, wasn't even running the football. I mean, all around Eagles domination.
Yeah, it was a sad one to see. I expected better out of this game, just seeing how the Giants played the last couple of weeks. But you got to take it for what it is. Eagles are a dominant team, 38-7 against the Giants. Next up, we had the probably best AFC game, the Bengals versus the Bills. And it still wasn't that great because Josh Allen was not able to cap off any of his drives with a meaningful score. This was a big issue the entire game. Stephon Diggs even addressed him on the sideline saying, yo, where's the ball? Why are you not passing to me, big fella? I guarantee you.
Pass Stephon Diggs the rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I mean, you're looking at Stephon Diggs, I mean, he can just go up there and get it, bro. Give him the rock. Find a way to get him the ball. And the worst part about the entire thing is that this was on Eli Apple. We're talking about Eli Apple and how terrible he did last playoffs. And they couldn't get Steph on the ball.
I just go back to it, and each week for the last few weeks, we've been saying one thing about Josh Allen, and that's he is turning the ball over. 0 touchdowns, 1 interception. He turned the ball over again, and this time in the worst time. Team put up 10 points. I don't know what's happening in Buffalo, but this is 3 years in a row that they had an opportunity and just could not get it done. So, man, I mean, honestly, though, you have to shout out to the Bengals because they're hot. They put a whooping on one of the best teams in the league, and now they're 1 game away from the biggest game.
As terrible as it sounds, do you think it is wrong to compare Josh Allen to Tony Romo?
I
mean, Josh Allen's a lot more athletic, but Tony looks good.
Just with like how successful his career is going to be and how it's been. Just him doing that, but never being able to cap off never being able to cap off the big win. You know, bro, that's the one you need.
Each team in their division has championships, and a lot of them, some teams, right? And the Bills still have 0 championships to their name.
And they've been to 4.
Right now, I
feel like back to back.
I still got to see him more as a Phillip Rivers, you know?
I mean, I think Phillip Rivers is on the same boat.
It's a tough conversation.
Is it just because they don't have because I mean, Phillip Rivers has had a way longer career than Tony Romo. So I think you
right. But it's the fact that you're in the playoffs and okay, so you have a great season, you have a great career, and you carry your team the entire time, and then you're in the playoffs, and once you're in the playoffs, you choke or you just don't get it done. Like that's a Tony Romo career. That's what Josh Allen is looking out to be, man. I mean, he hasn't got anything done in the playoffs. I mean, he made it to the championship. Did he make it to the championship? I think it's been divisional rounds every single time. I think it was championship 1 time against the Chiefs.
You know what? I think just pure numbers at some point. If he keeps getting to playoffs, he's gonna have the shot to win it all. I really don't think this team is fully built for the playoffs.
No way. No, this is the most complete team, bro. They have a great defense. They were a little banged up.
The Bengals are the most complete team. I'm sorry, I don't see a real.
No, I'm just saying. This is going to be the best team that they have for a long time, or like this is going to be one of the best squads. I mean, they have an outstanding defense, which was, I believe, top 5.
Because I mean, they're like, right there. They're
just the time to win.
I don't think Gabe Davis is exactly what he's labeled to be. Because you look throughout the season, he has some bright spark games, but is there that consistency like we see with Stephon Diggs? That's what takes you from a star, an above average receiver, to a superstar and a potential Super Bowl winner. Is you're going to do that shit game after game after game. And we haven't seen that through any of the other receivers outside of Stephon Diggs.
Yep. Well, the inconsistency.
We got a game that we kind of skipped over. I want to go back to. This was the Cowboy game. Now I know that the Cowboys lost, but this was such a defensive game. I mean, the Cowboys held the 49ers to 19. So if they could have put points on the board, I mean, how are y'all feeling?
You really gonna ask me that?
I'm asking.
You're really gonna ask me that right now?
At the AT&T Stadium watching it.
I'm gonna let you first. Go ahead.
No, dude. I did not want to talk to nobody yesterday. Yesterday was Monday. I did not want to talk to anybody. Don't hit me up. Don't call me. Don't text me. Whatever. I'm blocking y'all. I don't want to hear it, especially the people who think they're funny and try to hit me up and be like, ha, 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 Cowboys. Like, ha, ha, ha. Go somewhere else. Yeah, but it was a tough time, man. I mean, when we got there, the stadium and everything was electric, bro. There was so much energy. You know, it was fun. Everybody was smiling, having fun. And throughout the game, the first half looked pretty good. It was a defensive game, and shout out to the Cowboys defense for playing their asses off. And shout out to Dan Quinn for coaching his asses off. But Dak Prescott, this is where the big question mark comes in. This is where like all the questions are around Dak Prescott. Like, what is he doing? He threw 2 picks that were uncalled for. I'm talking about in coverage, double covered, looking like that read is not there. Meanwhile, on the same play, you have wide receivers getting wide open on the other side of the field. Like, you know, just turn your vision towards the middle of the field and you got another guy right there. So he's making bad decisions. He's letting go of the ball at wrong times. He's reacting slow, which doesn't suit me well because last week he had a 5 touchdown game. It's like the inconsistency. I don't like it. And he's never had problems turning the ball over. It's like, why this year when the Cowboys actually have a great defense? It rubbed me the wrong way. And I was expecting disappointment, but just not like this.
So everybody's got this question. What is next? What is the best way to rebuild? Josh, what you thinking? I mean, like, if there's anything the Cowboys need to do.
I mean, frankly, we're going to have to eat 2 pretty big contracts that are on our books right now, our caps. And that's going to be the biggest issue. Dak Prescott has another 2 years, and that's if they don't extend him. Jerry Jones likes his guys. I do wind up seeing him trying to offer an extension, and I think that winds up getting signed just because I don't know how many callers there are on Dak. I'm still confused as to why Jerry Jones even decided to sign him, in my opinion. A lot of people tried to sway me, but there's just never been that extra spark I've seen out of some other quarterbacks. But that's nothing against Dak. He still has had a phenomenal career so far. Interceptions are really bad. But I look to get a new quarterback. Now's the time to start training one. Cooper Rush will probably wind up being gone by the time we're able to offer him a contract. So there's no point in doing that one. I think we look towards the future. And then, same with Zeke. We're going to have to be looking to get him off the books. He said he wants to restructure for less so he can stay longer. I'm sorry, but I want a new running back at this point. I need someone young, someone fresh. That's the running back position. It's business.
Yeah, that man is guaranteed a lot of money. So we'll find out.
And that was our divisional round recap. Next up, we have the second quarter going with rookie rankings for the 2022 to 2023 season. Sounds right.
What's up, Chuggernauts? We are back, and it is time for the second quarter.
All right, let's go. I'm ready. I'm back. We are in the game. We got the rookie rankings coming at you live from the Gridiron Chuggers studio. We got 10 names on the board. We got to go 10-1, and I'm going to start with 10. Y'all, we need to see. We're looking at 10 names. I'm going to name them off, and we're going to have to pick one together right here.
All right, let's do it.
I'm thinking we got like a Brock Purdy, Garrett Wilson, George Pickens, Drake London. These are some guys I would have down here. Who are you thinking out of this list that would be number 10?
Okay. Is it fair to say that I think I'm starting out with George Pickens at number 10 because I like what he did, but I'm looking at these names on this list, and I think everybody else just had a little bit more production than George Pickens. I think George Pickens played great, but he really only had that one-handed snag, and that was pretty much it. So I think
with the names, with the names I'm seeing, I feel like that's pretty dang close. I think that's where he needs to be.
All right, so we like George Pickens at number 10.
And it's time for number 9.
For number 9.
All right, Josh. I know you're looking at this list with me. We got a few names that I'm looking at. Who would you put at number 9 on the rookie rankings?
I'm gonna have to go with Drake London. Actually,
I agree. I agree with that pick.
he's not bad. Definitely has the talent, but this team is not there, and so he was kind of underutilized. Same with Kyle Pitts, but he was still used within it more than Kyle Pitts, and I think could be viable if they can find a freaking quarterback.
Yeah, dude, I like that pick. I totally agree. We got Drake London at 9. We're off to the Ocho. Number 8. I'm going to lock one in because I'm looking at it and I already know I'm going to have to go with this guy. We have Christian Watson at number 8. And I'm putting him there because he took a minute to get going. I mean, if you saw the Packers, they started slow. They started really slow. He really did not have anything going till midseason. Then he went on a spree, 7, 8 games in a row with a touchdown, which is incredible. I would have to say it's interchangeable with Brock Purdy. I mean, Garrett Wilson, these guys. What are you thinking?
Oh man, I think I'm pretty high on Christian Watson because of the impact he had once he was playing well. That's my biggest problem here. I think. I mean,
but what about
it is
Aaron
close.
Rodgers
If I'm
getting traded,
Okay, I do see that. Like moving on, yeah. If Aaron Rodgers isn't there, Christian Watson's value goes down a lot.
You know what? I at least
But-
got to put over 2 of the running backs, given that he got 8 touchdowns on the season. That's really impressive for a rookie to do.
It is incredible.
All right, what running backs are you looking at?
I think we at least have to put him over potentially Brees Hall, who was injured.
Oh
Whoa.
no.
See, Brees Hall may be top 5.
Yeah,
But-
Brees Hall is somewhere up there.
All right, maybe not him, but Damian Pierce.
I was thinking Damian Pierce.
Damian Pierce. I think Christian Watson has, really put himself out there.
Yeah, I mean, this is a tough list though because there's some dogs.
All right, let's lock in Christian Watson at 8.
Just for now.
We moving on to number 7 now.
We are moving on to number 7, Big Flex X with the names on the board. Who's number 7 rookie?
There's a lot of good names left. I think number 7 is going to be a tough one to pick. But I mean, I guess I was just having this conversation not too long ago. I mean, we're talking Christian Watson and Damian Pierce. They're neck and neck. I think Christian Watson did start off slow. On the other hand, Damian Pierce started off fast. All right, he started off fast. He was playing really good. He had the good 25-point games early on in the season. And then he started being kind of underutilized. And that was mainly because the Texans were always playing from behind, trying to catch up, slinging the ball 60 times a game. Plus, also, Lovie Smith, he was just doing something weird over there.
No, I think
it's fair to say. Yeah, I'm sure he was supposed to tank, and I mean, it was working. If you don't play your best guy, then you're gonna find ways to lose. So Damian Pierce, we'll lock him in at 7.
Nice. We're on to number 6, man. It's getting down to the top 6 and the rookie rankings for 2023. Ooh. Gridiron Chuggers edition. Let's get it. Juke 'em, Josh. Lock in number 6 for us. Let me know.
I wish I could put this one higher, but I've actually got to do Chris Olave at number 6. Had a really good season, but right now we have some questions for his quarterback position as well. But man, the guy had a heck of a season. Just from his possession rate alone, you didn't even need the tutties, though they were nice, but he was still getting 10+ receptions. That's going to win you games no matter what. I look for him to do even better next year, as long as he's got a quarterback.
Yeah, I'm rocking with that pick. I like it.
I like that.
Now we got 3 Jets on the board. I think it's time for one of them to go.
Jeez.
I mean, not one of the Jets is gone, and we're in the top 5. Y'all realize
literally that? All 3 rookies from this past draft. That's ridiculous.
And the one I'm putting at number 5 is going to be Garrett Wilson. And I'm going to have to say it's his QBs that I'm worried about. It's the offensive plays that I'm worried about. I'm just not sure. I know they're a good team and they have potential, but the QB is the biggest problem right now. So, I mean, he had 4 touchdowns on the season. He had 1,100 yards. That's incredible, but it's just got to get consistent, you know. So that's why we have him in the top 5. We're down to number 4.
Number 4.
4 people left. Big Flex X already knows what he's thinking.
Hell yeah, 4 is horse. I'm just playing. All right.
Yeah.
Number 4. Damn, this is a tough one, but I think I got to put Kenneth Walker here. Yeah, am I tripping for Kenneth Walker?
You just skip.
I gotta say it's argument. I gotta say
it has to. Okay. Who am I? Is it Brock Purdy, Kenneth Walker, Breece Hall? That's what we're looking at. These are the 3 guys that belong here at number 4.
I think I have to have Brock Purdy.
I probably like Purdy.
I'm rocking with Purdy though because of the games that he's playing. He's playing in top tier, like playoff games, like, and he's 7-0. And then you look at Breece Hall, dude. Breece Hall was
injured.
5-3, or no? I think Breece Hall with the Jets was like 5-1, and then Breece Hall went down, and after that, the Jets went downhill. Like he was the reason why the Jets were so good.
He was top 2 in fantasy.
Yeah, until he got hurt. So I like Breece Hall as being a top 2 guy on this list too. Maybe not top 2, but we'll see. But Kenneth Walker,
him and Brock Purdy. I'd have to go Brock
Kenneth
Purdy.
Walker. Really? We're rocking with Brock.
I would go Kenneth.
No, I'm not Brock. I'm not rocking with Brock for my number 1. No.
I like Kenneth.
No. We're talking about number 4 right now.
I can't put Brock there.
We're locking in.
I have to go with Breece Hall, in my opinion.
Oh my, we all got different answers. God damn. All right, we're locking in Kenneth Walker at number 4. That's who we're riding with.
All right.
All right, number 3. Now we know who's going next. Tell them.
So it's got to be Breece Hall to me. These 1 and 2 have just made such an impact on their team that I don't think it can be overlooked. Breece Hall got injured, which is what wound up bringing him down. But phenomenal rookie season here. I think he gets to finish this out. He may be the running back of the year, and Josh Jacobs doesn't even get a chance to catch up. He was taken out way too early, but man, off to a great start. I think he'll be powerful next year. Get that man a freaking quarterback. Get Garrett Wilson a quarterback. And some things they're going to be different in New York for once.
Yeah, the Jets are 1 quarterback away from a Super Bowl. I'm telling you that.
Yeah, they are.
They are that close, and we are that close to number 1. We're at number 2. 2 guys on the board. We got Brock Purdy and Sauce Gardner.
Sauce, our only defensive guy on this list.
For the best rookies that came into the league. So I'm going to have to pick number 2. And this is going to be one of the best quarterbacks that we've seen in a long time, coming out 3rd string, Brock Purdy, sitting here at number 2. Since Christian McCaffrey joined the 49ers, they're 12-0. Since Brock Purdy joined the 49ers, they're 7-0. This is the dynamic duo. Although they're going to lose to the Eagles, I think that this is going to be an incredible thing for the 49ers. And we're going to have to put him at number 2. He's got 107 passer rating. He came in and got the job done and just keeps showing that he can lead this team.
Yeah, you did not have to call him out on losing to the Eagles next week.
Oh, you heard that?
You never know what
build him up just to tear him right back down.
This man is on a 6-game winning streak, which is insanely impressive.
Yeah, I mean, beat the Cowboys in the playoffs.
Oh, wait, no, 7.
It's 7 now.
8? Is that 8 now after last week? 8-game winning streak?
Bro, he's on a tear.
getting hot and staying hot. I mean, I like Brock Purdy here, though. I think our number one is a change of pace for everyone.
So tell them we already know who the number one is. Lock it in.
You already know it's
Sauce Gardner.
too much sauce. Hey, that's too much
Hey,
sauce.
whoa,
Yeah.
Pello.
Lost in the sauce for real. They're on Sauce Island right now, man. I mean, he's been balling out. He had 2 picks this year, but I mean, 75 passes deflected. I mean, this
That's
dude
first
is on
in the league.
First in the league. My boy is on a roll. Like he's the best corner in the game right now. Could have won Defensive Player of the Year, but of course, I think that might belong to Nick Bosa, maybe. But he's just all the way around talented, man. There's nobody even close to him on cornerback right now. I think he's the best corner in the league, and he's a rookie. That blows my mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to make a little Canva of that man, put him on the Insta, because that is our rookie of the year.
Shutdown corner. This is the new Revis Island, everybody.
No, for real. It's lost in the sauce.
Lost in the sauce.
Yeah, let's get Bryce. Go ahead and throw on a little top 10 list for us right here. We're gonna check these names out real quick.
We'll hit a little recap.
Little recap for you. Lando, you got it?
And that's a bet. I appreciate that. And now, it is time for our halftime show.
Let's go. We got the touch.
What's it called?
The touchdown punch in our hands right now, and we're chugging these bad boys right meow.
I have more than halfway to go, so this is going to be fun. Cheers.
Right. Cheers, brother.
Cheers. Damn, these boys still going.
Woo! Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Whoa, that was a good one. I got it. I love the way that tastes. I'm definitely gonna grab some more, and I'll probably do that right now.
Hey, that was a nice little chug right there.
Not bad at all.
Got it mixed up in public.
I kept it slight though. Just 2 shots of vodka.
Can you
Yeah. Remind them what is in this thing.
What was that?
Give us the recipe.
Ingredients.
Yeah, let's check out the ingredients real quick. Let's see what we got. If you're making like a big bowl for like 10 people, this is the serving. So don't go do this and then try to drink all of it by yourself. All right, but you're looking at 1 liter of a large or 1 liter of Sprite, 4 cups of some seltzer water, then 750 milligrams of Prosecco. You got 1 cup of vodka, a 1/4 cup of, you're gonna have to tell me again, the blue
Curacao.
It's spelled differently than how you pronounce it.
I think it's milliliters.
Yeah, that's something.
No, it's a 1/4 cup. It's a 1/4.
He just chugged. Give him some slack.
Chill, bro. It's not getting to me yet, bro. 2 shots of vodka.
But
no, and then we got a nice little lemon for it, and then some ice.
It will be added up here, the recipe.
Ding, ding, ding.
But we got some additional news for you guys while you're chugging along. What was this you guys saw on Sean Payton?
Dude, Sean Payton has interviewed with multiple teams, including the Cowboys, the Panthers, the Broncos. It wasn't an official interview with the Cowboys, but there has been some rumors and news that he's been hanging around. But he just did his second interview with the Broncos. It seems to be the favored team. I just don't know. Is that the best fit for Sean Payton?
Look, Sean Payton's been hanging around with the Dallas Cowboys. I think he sabotaged us so that he could get the head coaching position. Just putting that out there. Denver Broncos, is that the best place for him to go?
Is it too soon for Mike McCarthy?
Mm. These are all great questions.
These are questions that we won't find out, frankly, until the offseason. Like, I think if Mike McCarthy does get fired, it's not immediately. There would have to be something, because to go from JG 8-8 seasons to now at least playoff bound. I mean, it's a good look for Mike McCarthy. Maybe Dak just isn't the right answer. There is that question mark there,
Uh-oh.
But I don't know.
He said it.
As far as Sean Payton, I do think Denver's actually a decent landing spot. The real trick is figuring out what you can do with how much Russell Wilson is taken off that cap space. Because if he's not ultimately the answer, how are you going to get this done and win games?
Look, the Broncos still have a great defense. Let's be real. I mean, they're top 5. And then if you just get Russ on the same page as his head coach, which is hard to do for Pete Carroll. But Nathaniel Hackett, I mean, he didn't really do much at all. And he's supposed to be an offensive mind guy and didn't look good at all. And then plus Russ wasn't even getting the hang of the offense. So I think Sean Payton in there, I think he's kind of a hard ass. I think he's going to get after Russell Wilson, let him know that he needs to get his job done. And I think that would be a good fit. I also like the Carolina Panther talk.
Yeah, that would be real nice.
I know Lando's
I think
pretty
that
excited
would give
for
us some hope, at least, considering that we got rid of everybody.
I mean, upside compared to the Broncos, he can have a fresh rebuild he's in control of.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
We got this Ed Reed stuff, and I wanted to know what is going on with that, because this is just some recent stuff here.
This kind of blew my mind when I originally saw it, but Ed Reed, Hall of Fame Ed Reed, one of the greatest Ravens players, D-backs of all time. He's been trying to progress throughout the coaching world. I think he's been trying to look at some of the Big Ten schools, but no one's really taking him seriously. So he went to the HBCU called Bethune-Cookman in Florida, wound up signing a contract to be their head coach, but he had his stipulations because he's really about these kids. He's from the same stuff they're from, and I think he relates to them a lot. So he tried to negotiate on behalf of the students and say, hey, we need to get some new facilities. They need to basically go through and check these students' rooms and stuff. And basically the entire administration said, no, go screw yourself. We're going to resign you and you're free. He wound up calling them out with Deion Sanders and basically calling out the, kind of the messed up stuff being completed by the administration and really speaking against the school. Well,
but what was that, like an invasion of privacy or something, or what?
No, there was no invasion of privacy. He was just trying to make sure the school got the funding from the students in the state and used it appropriately. But apparently there may have been some other stuff that he hinted to. He didn't name anything specifically. But on top of that, the students actually wound up joining in on protesting against the school, and they had active protests throughout the week. And some students released videos of mold being on the shower doors of the bathrooms, communal bathrooms, as well as just being on some of the regular doors, black mold. So there's got to be an investigation into this.
It's got to be.
Dang. So he's really just calling them out, and they were salty that he's calling them out. So they were like, you know what? We don't need you here. Get out of here.
Pretty much.
That's terrible. Well, shout out to everybody at the HBCU that's actually protesting and trying to, make better for themselves in the school. But that sucks for what the administration's doing.
Yeah, dude. Shout out to the Dallas Mavericks, killing it this year. Got to go to the game and see my boy Luka.
Okay.
But we lost to the Clippers.
Oof.
Dude, Kawhi put up 30. Kawhi put up 30 on us, and it was disappointing because Luka just kept arguing with the refs. Like every play that happened, he was just mad. He got a tech real quick. There was a girl ref he got real pissed at real quick. And he got a tech at least 10 minutes into the game.
Damn.
I love Luka.
He's always arguing.
Yeah,
Always arguing with the refs.
But, Christian Wood is injured, so it makes sense. We just got to get back out there.
Hell yeah, but it is time to kick off the third quarter. We're coming out the locker rooms, and we're ready for you guys. We got some top 10 wide receiver duos. Let's get it. All right, we got the top 10 wide receiver duos for you guys, and we got a list of names on our board, and we got to line them up from 10 to 1. And we're gonna kick it off. Obviously, we got big names like Tyreek Hill. We got Jamar Chase on this list, Deebo Samuel, Stephon Diggs. So which one of these guys are we going to start with at number 10? Josh, who you looking at?
Ooh.
It's a deep list right here.
It's a big list. This is tough.
I mean, they're all insanely talented. You know what? I'm going to go with D-Hop and Hollywood Brown as my team.
That's a good 10. I like that because D-Hop hasn't been as consistent, but he's still one of the best receivers, most athletic receivers in the league.
He is.
Then, Hollywood Brown.
He's got potential. We've seen flashes. That's the issue with Hollywood Brown. We've only seen flashes. We haven't seen consistency. That's what we need in this game. D-Hop is consistent, but his quarterback is not there. So I had to put them two as a duo at number 10. Maybe it can be turned around next year.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Hollywood really stepped up when D-Hop was out suspended, so that was good. I like them both. Number 10 is nice. Lando, you got number 9.
Number 9, man. I was thinking about this one, and I have to lock this one in because it states the obvious. This is Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis.
Ooh.
I'm locking them in at 9 because we've already stated that Gabe Davis is not the answer. I mean, he's a number 3 on another team. So when you have an elite receiver, and we're talking about top wide receiver duos in the league, there's just too many names on this list for me. And Gabe Davis is one of the last names on this list for me. So you got them at number 9.
Yeah, I think Stephon Diggs does a great job, but it really does come down to Gabe Davis, like how inconsistent he is. I think he had a couple of games where he was putting up like 30, 40 points. But then after that, I mean, he just falls off the map. So I like that at number 9. I'll be locking in the number 8 now.
Sheesh.
This one's close. All right, I'm going to give y'all a pair of guys, and y'all help me make this decision real quick. I'm looking at Keenan Allen and Mike Will at number 8. But also, I might be looking at DK and Tyler Lockett at number 8.
Sheesh.
You know what? I actually got to go with the first one.
I think I'm leaning towards Keenan Allen and Mike Will just because Mike Will is also inconsistent, but there's times where he turns it on, and when he turns it on, it's game over.
Very true.
Especially last year, the first 5 weeks of the season, he was the number 1 wide receiver. That was crazy.
I mean, Gino was a top 4 quarterback in fantasy. These guys went off,
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're helping him out quite a bit. So we're locking in Keenan Allen and Mike Will at number 8. We got number 7 for you. Josh, who are you locking in?
Well, I mean, I think you just named him. Why
you sound so disappointed?
I got to go with DK and Lockett. This is, to me, these are interchangeable, maybe all the way through 6 through 8 to me could be pretty interchangeable, but I like DK and Lockett here. Geno Smith had a heck of a season, but we just didn't see the touchdowns as the end results. Both were kind of sporadic as far as touchdowns go, and Tyler Lockett wound up being the possession receiver throughout a majority of the season. So it looked less like a duo, but I got to take DK and Lockett here.
All right, DK and Tyler Lockett, number 7. We're on to number 6. Lock it in, Lando. What you got?
I'm doing it. I'm putting Mike Evans and Chris Godwin in this spot. They can't be any higher. I mean, you have the best quarterback in the league, and they really didn't do shit all year until the very end of the season where they still didn't get it done.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike Evans got his 1K. Congratulations. Keep grinding. But they're going to be my number 6 for these rankings.
Number 6 isn't bad, though. Number 6 is good. Shout out to Mike Ev for winning the championship for me.
Come on.
I had to bring it back up, bro. I had to bring it back up, man.
Jeez.
But, hey, I mean, that 50 points, that's all I needed. And you know, it got me the dub. So shout out to him. Chris Godwin, though, I think he picks up the slack quite a bit. I think the biggest thing here was his ACL.
I think he's the number 1.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can make an argument for that. I think he plays a little bit better than Mike Evans because – or maybe they just don't use Mike Evans the way I feel like they should be using him.
Nah, I think they were just.
But either way, we got.
I mean, you saw the games. He had plenty of opportunity. He just didn't catch the damn ball.
Yeah. So we got Chris Godwin and Mike Evans at number 6. Now we're on to the top 5 wide receiver duos. And at number 5, this is where I got to lock in. Sheesh. I'm going Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk.
Ooh,
I gotta go Deebo Samuels and Brandon Ayuk. I mean, you're looking at this list, bro. You gotta.
Hey,
who else are you
I'm
thinking?
telling you.
What are you thinking? Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk are number 5. Maybe Jay Jettas.
I think I have them better than Jay Jettas, not singularly
Better than
but
better.
Thielen didn't do that great this year.
True.
And that's
Brandon Ayuk was the number 1. Deebo was just injured. That's where I'm coming from.
Bro,
yeah, but
Ayuk just went off, bro.
Ayuk did go off.
And Deebo did pretty good early in the season. And
Deebo's just automatic.
Yeah, Deebo's a great player. Yeah, he got shut down.
He's just one of those automatics, bro.
So y'all like Jay Jettas and
I think it's
Adam Thielen at number 5?
Interchangeable, bro. It doesn't
I think
matter
the biggest thing here is Jay Jettas literally makes up for what Adam Thielen.
He's 2-1.
Like Jay Jettas should just be Jay Jettas as like by himself. And
exactly. How's that a duo?
He would finish at number 1. He would finish at number 1.
That's not a duo.
All right, but I'm locking in Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk at number 5. So we're on to number 4 now. Juke 'em, Josh. Who you got?
I'm putting Jay Jettas.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I like that.
Just because of Adam Thielen, don't get me wrong, Adam Thielen is an amazing receiver. We've seen some crazy plays out of the guy, but they're just not better than the top 3 as a duo. Jay Jettas himself alone is worth 2, but you can't be better than these top 3.
Yeah, Jay Jettas, obviously, he's the best receiver in the league. Adam Thielen was better 2 years ago, but I mean, he still gets the job done when he needs to. So I like him at number 4. We're on to number 3, and these 3 duos that we have left are dogs. So it's going to be hard to figure out which one's going here. Lando, who you locking in?
Damn, putting me on the spot like that in the top 3. This one's tough, man. I'm just going to go ahead and name the 3 we got because it's getting down to it. We got Tyreek and Jay Waddle. We got T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, and we got A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. That's the top 3 for you. And number 3 is going to have to go to the Philadelphia Eagles, and it's got to be A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. And A.J. Brown went off this last season. Jalen Hurts just he put in some work. A.J. Brown had 1,500 receiving yards, just about. But Devontae Smith, man, he was inconsistent, but he had really good games. He caught fire at the end there. But with these names on the board, they have to be locked in at number 3.
Yeah, and Devontae Smith, I think he had a phenomenal season. Like, you know, nobody was expecting anything from him. Just to paint a picture for you guys, somebody in my league dropped Devontae Smith after week 1. Crazy. But I picked him up, and yeah, crazy. Like, why would you drop him? Because he had 0 points, 0.0 points. Like, he was not utilized at all. They probably targeted him once that game, and then they thought Devontae Smith was done for the year because A.J. Brown is there. But Devontae Smith came out and balled out the rest of the season. I think he played very well. A good number 2. Number 3 is fair just because of the guys that are left ahead of them.
Bro, he had 95 catches for 1,200 yards and 7 touchdowns on the season, Devonta Smith.
Look at him, bro. Like
1,000-yarders each.
I think AJ Brown being there makes Devontae Smith's job so much easier. It allows him to not have that number 1 corner on him. He's shifty, he's short, he's quick. It allows him to get open. And Jalen Hurts has been finding these receivers and has been putting the ball on the money. So shout out to them too. All right, we're on to number 2 now. Top 2, but I'm not 2. But I am 2 right now. I got to go with dang, this is tough, bro. But I think I'm going Higgins and Chase.
I respect it.
There you have it. There you have it.
I think I got to go Higgins and Chase. We got one more left for you guys. But Higgins and Chase at number 2, I mean,
makes sense.
It's number 2.
Josh, tell them why.
All right. Last but not least.
Yeah. There's nothing against Higgins and Chase. Like, they deserve to be number 1. Don't get me wrong. But this is Tyreek Hill and this is Jalen Waddle. And they both had absolute monster seasons. Tyreek Hill came in with 1,710 yards for the year off of 119 receptions. This is insane. Am I looking at that right? I am.
Insane to the membrane.
Not only that, 7 touchdowns, longest is 64. Don't forget some of his running plays. I mean, Tyreek Hill balled out. Jalen Waddle, on top of that, came in with an amazing season. 117 targets, 75 receptions for 1,356 yards.
Jeez.
That was with 4 quarterbacks.
I don't even think that was with 4 quarterbacks, cheese and rice. But I don't even think we need stats for this. I mean, you just watch them play. You can tell that this duo is just a different breed. Tyreek Hill, one of the best receivers in the league. I wouldn't put him over Jay Jettis, but I think he's number 2. And then Jalen Waddle. I mean, he's just quick. Tua being the quarterback helps out so much. Number 1, we're locking it in. Bryce, go ahead and throw on the top 10 list right here of our wide receiver duos. There you got it. That's it right there for you guys. But we're on to the 4th quarter. Lando, take us away.
All right, let's get it. I'm ready. We are in the final quarter of the game, and it's crunch time.
It's crunch time. We
got the betting segment, the best segment of the game. So it's time to lock in some picks. It's time to make some money. It's time to lock it in. It's time to juke them. Big flex.
Yeah.
All right. So we have 3 bets. We're going to lock in 3 straights on the season, on this game. And we're also going to lock in a parlay of the week. We're going to be keeping track of these parlays. So each one we place, we're going to make sure that if it hits or not, we're going to let you know. And we're going to see how much money we make all the way through. We're doing this next season too. So first up, we need to lock in a bet. Big Flex X. Let me know what bet you're locking in that we know is going to hit for this conference finals.
Easy money, baby. It's Big Flex, no stress. Come on. We're taking the Kansas City Chiefs going up against the Cincinnati Bengals. What a matchup. What a rematch of the championship game right here. We love to see it. We're taking the over here. Over 47.5 points. And the main reason I'm taking this right now is because something about Vegas when people are betting one way, it just so happens that the other, like if there's a high percentage of people betting on one bet, there's a high percentage that the other one's going to hit for some reason. The opposite's going to hit. And that's why a lot of people, I got 76% of the people, I'm spitting again. That's how passionate I am. I don't know why I do that. I just be drilling out my mouth. That's the type of bet this is. It just be mouth watering. But I'm taking the over here because only 30% of people are betting the over, and I just have a feeling it's going to hit. I know people are worried about Patrick Mahomes and his injury, but it's still Patrick Mahomes. It's still the Chiefs' offense. It's still Andy Reid. They're averaging 30 points a game, about 30 points a game. And meanwhile, Cincinnati is averaging 26 points a game, bro. Like, you're telling me that these two high-powered offenses together aren't going to put up over 47.5 points? There's just no way. I don't see it. Joe Burrow's on fire right now, destroyed the Bills. Coming into KC, I think he's going to get it done. I like the over, 47.5. You put down, or the line is at minus 110. So you put down 100, you're winning $90. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a great bet. It's an automatic lock. Big flex, no stress. Come on.
No stress. I need to look mine up and see my odds. But we got a lot of bets for you today. There's a lot happening. Jukem about to hit you with his bet of the week. We're locking it in. What you got?
So this is feeding into X's pick of the week. I'm going to go with a Ja'Marr Chase anytime touchdown. This man's been on fire throughout playoffs. It comes in at a minus 110. You can also slip that sucker into a same game parlay. So to me, this is just an automatic lock. Why wouldn't you take Ja'Marr Chase to get a touchdown in the playoffs when he's produced so highly every game of the season?
Yeah, dude, that sounds automatic to me. I mean, he has gone off and gotten touchdowns every season he's been in the league, and that's 2. So
he was robbed a touchdown. He was robbed a touchdown last week.
Oh, tell me about it, because I had Ja'Marr Chase 2+ touchdowns.
Jeez.
Should have had it. But I think this is a great pick.
He definitely should have had it. So we got that pick for you. We got another pick for you. We're doing 3 straights. I got the last one. We're going Eagles in this. We're going to go Eagles minus 2.5. That's going to be a minus 110 odds. I'll tell you why I'm taking them, because the Eagles are 8-2 against the spread in the last 10 games when playing San Francisco. You have a rookie quarterback. He has been going off, but the Eagles are 15-3 in their last 18, and that's with Gardner Minshew losing 2 of those games. Jalen Hurts, 4 rushing touchdowns, last 3 games. This has been Eagles' domination this whole season. Jalen Hurts has only lost 1 against a fluke Commanders team. So you got to lock them in, minus 2.5. I just believe in them.
Lock it in, baby.
Sheesh. So there you have it. There's 3 straights for you. That's going to be your best bets of the week. Cash money. We got a parlay. We locked in a parlay of the week that we're going to keep track of. So we got a money line and a money line. And guess what we're taking? Let them know.
All right. Well, let's just start out with the one we just mentioned. We're taking, this is how confident we are. Lock it in. Lando said he's locking this in as his best bet. We're locking this in our parlay. That's how good of this, that's how much we believe in the Eagles. I think the biggest thing that's to get get from all this is that Brock Purdy is still a rookie, and there has been no rookie in a Super Bowl ever. I can't say this week, especially going up against the Eagles, that they're going to be able to beat the Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Hurts is on fire. That defense has been rolling, literally held the Giants to 7 points. That's going to be the first leg of this parlay. Josh, you want to let me know the second leg?
Yeah, the second leg is also going to be a money line. We are taking the Bengals against the Chiefs. The real decision maker here is that Patty is a little injured, and not that he's not going to go out there and ball, but I just think it'll prevent him from making that, little bit of extra effort in the throws to win the game. Joe Burrow and this offense looked intimidating last week. They were just messing around in practice, went out there, blew Josh Allen out. So we went ahead and went with the Bengals, put those two together, and it is a plus 210 parlay. That's bet 100, win 210.
Yeah, but I mean, like, the thing is, we're taking the Bengals because Patty Mahomes is real fishy right now. He suffered a high ankle sprain, like we said, and I don't know if y'all watched, but did y'all see what happened?
Oh, bro,
yeah.
was that intentional or was it not? I don't know.
I thought it was it looked intentional to me because that was a weird way to like try and fall on. Like he continued to try to fall on the leg, if that made sense.
It looked so bad.
He had to get X-rays, make sure everything was going good. The X-rays were negative. Thank the Lord. But at the end of the day, you're not supposed to be playing with a high ankle sprain. If this was not a conference finals game, he wouldn't be playing at all. Considering that he's actually on pace to play, I mean, that's pretty crazy.
That is so crazy. I mean, who played better, Chad Henne? Chad Henne, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Chad Henne or Patrick Mahomes after the injury? I still
Bro,
think Patrick Mahomes.
I think I heard that was the longest drive of the Chiefs season was Chad Henne.
12 plays,
Yeah, what was that?
98 yards.
12 plays, 98 yards. Wow. Yeah, I mean, either way, these Chiefs are either way. I mean, Patrick Mahomes is going to be out there, but that's the biggest problem is the Bengals, man. They just been balling, bro, going ridiculous. And plus, on top of that, Joe Burrow is 3-0 going up against Patrick Mahomes. His career, Patrick Mahomes has yet to beat Joe Burrow. I think this is an automatic lock, man. You got to lock these in. This is a Super Bowl right here.
I don't want to because Patty's the MVP in my eyes, but this injury, man, it only takes one weird fall against the Bengals and bang, he's out.
Boom. So we got it right above. You got your Bengals money line and your Eagles money line. That's going to be plus 205. We're locking in the parlay. That's 100 to win 205. Parlay of the week.
Did it change?
Parlay of the week. Yeah, it should be at 205.
Oh, mine shows 210. I don't know why.
But that is all we have for you guys today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you guys follow and subscribe to us at Gridiron Chuggers. We're also on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Click the link in the bio. It'll take you straight to a winning fantasy season. But one time for the one time. Let's put our touchdown punch in the air. And chug, 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 chug.